Hey guys, so what I'll be talking about in this vlog are books. The reason is, why books? It's because I had this, the story behind it is, since I still couldn't come up with a topic to talk about for this vlog. The story behind this was, I had this online conversation with a friend who's doing his master's in Poland at 2 in the morning Manila time via video call, and I asked him what top along the way during our conversation, if he can suggest a topic I could talk about in this vlog. So he suggested a book review. But then since it's still new to me on how to come about with book reviews for this vlog, since I'm not really yet a professional vlogger or anything. So what I'll be talking about are three books. First are books that I was exposed to but haven't really fully read yet. Number two are books that I have read. Number three, books that I'm looking forward to read. So first are the books I was exposed to. So I was exposed to books like The Hunger Games, which is a sci-fi. It's because of it. It's because a lot of my classmates back in seventh grade were talking about the book, and they were enjoying it and all those talking about the characters. So when the movie came in, I watched the movie and I was like, whoa. And I'm looking forward to reading this book soon. As long as I'm done with my required readings and all my school requirements. Oh my gosh. And number two, and another book I was exposed to were Heroes of Olympus series. Oh my god, I haven't finished all of them yet. But anyway, it's a though I'm really looking forward though to read this book. It's because I it is a sequel actually to the Percy Jackson series. So it talks about the Roman gods naman. While Percy Jackson is Greek gods, Roman gods naman ang Heroes of Olympus. Next category are books that I read already. So of course I'm exposed to classical books like Homer's The Odyssey, Dante's Divina Commedia, the Aeneid of Virgil, which I'm actually currently reading for my leisurely reading, and Confessions by Saint Augustine, which is a so long read, which I'm reading for my spiritual time. So anyway, um, also, I was exposed to this book. I really love this book back when I was fourth year high school. It's called Seven Wonders, and it was written by an American writer called Peter Leranges. And the central focus on this book are the four kids. So it's Jack McKinley, Ali Black, Cass Williams, and Marco Ramsey. So these four kids have actually this special gene in which was called the G7W. And they, since like this certain battery in this gene is about to fall off, which can cost their lives, so they are needed to, they have to be inserted this certain loculi, which is like a special force, special power, which is located on the seven wonders of the ancient world. So they have to travel to the Colossus of Rhodes, the statue of Zeus, the Olympian, yung pang Olympics, the two Egyptian tombs, and of course the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. And they had to really look for those, what they call the loculi, and it has to be inserted on them. But then there is this force called the massa, um, which had to, which opposes this, which opposes these kids on getting their special gene, and then would be asked to join them and so on. The reason why I love this book is because since I was interested into history, that's why I chose the humanities as my course, since I'm into history. And this book kasi has a combination of history and present time situation, and The central characters were teens. Since I was high school back then, and a lot of my batchmates were teens, so it's kind of relatable in a sense, anyway. And then also, it's kind of like fiction. It's just to try to play around with your mind when your mind is craving for some leisurely reading, which focuses on just trying to play around with imagination and stuff. Another one is Percy Jackson. I've read Percy Jackson, of course. I've finished all the 5 books. And what I loved in Percy Jackson was the combination of Greek mythology and present day era, on how the gods of Olympus and the other Greek monsters, gorgons, whatever you name it, are creating a role in present day situations. Like, for example, mag-end of the world sa Lightning Thief, mag-end of the world because magkakagera yung mga gods. So how is it gonna affect? So talagang affected ang buong mundo. Anyway, and another book is I just kinda read the summary, but I kinda in a way read it twice, cause kinda read it lang, cause I didn't read the full book yet. But I think I should have included it in this what was called books that I was exposed to, is Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl. I was exposed to this book because I was required to read a bit of it for my philosophical anthropology class back in second year under Dr. Senzon. And I had to read it for my WIA certificate, World Youth Alliance certificate training program. So anyway, the story focuses on this man. His name is Viktor Frankl. He talks about his experiences in the concentration camp. So what he does is, since what he talks about is how his life in the concentration camp during Hitler's time goes, the restrictions he had to go undergo, the how he used his freedom as a human person to for the in this concentration camp. I kind of realized it's kind of relatable for today's situation, since we're all on quarantine right now, and we have a lot of restrictions. But then we can use what he teaches us for in our current situation right now is that we are in this quarantine with lots of restrictions, but we can use our human will, human freedom, to make use on how we're going to live with this quarantine. That's the reason why when in the end of the story, when Viktor Frankl was given the chance to leave the camp, he chose to stay. Anyway, moving on. Other books that I'm looking forward to read are number one. Is this, since I've mentioned the others past, like Hunger Games, Heroes of Olympus. This book, it's a practical book which I have a feeling it's gonna teach people more on friendship based on the title pa lang. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. I actually bought this book from a neighbor, yesterday yata, 2 days ago. Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, I bought that book from him because I can see its usefulness on how it can be applicable to people like me, since I'm the type of guy who loves to, talk to so many people, make lots of friends and all those. So anyway, those are those types of books that I was exposed to, books that I have read, books that I'm looking forward to read soon. So yeah, anyway, before I would end this whole thing, I'm gonna give a shout out to Bino Socrates, my close friend in Poland. Hi Bino, how are you doing there? Hope you're fine. Yeah, he's that friend of mine doing his masters in Poland. Anyway, another thing, before I end this topic, this vlog, I'd like to remind also, please, please, please lang, I would really, really appreciate it if you have topics in mind that you want me to talk about. Please, 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 feel free to comment down below this video, and I'd be looking forward for those topics that you have in mind that you want me to talk about, of course, I'll be looking into those topics, of course. Pwedeng kaloko, pwede akong gumawa ng kalokohan, or any suggestions that you would want me to do in this vlog. Pwedeng a little bit of kalokohan, any topic that you want me to talk about, anything that would please you guys. And yeah, so that's it. Bye guys!